What's up, I'm Drico, and welcome back to Divine Fusion 101. Now, we all hear the conversations nowadays about relationships, like how men are like this, how women are like that, the decline in the marriage rate, the rise in the divorce rate. All these conversations have arisen inside the culture, and the culture exists the way it does for a reason, as does everything. We all have the option to choose if we decide to be a part of it or not, you know. Society and the culture is designed to interpret the battle and ignore the war, meaning only dealing with the mind and not with the root, dealing with the effect and not the cause, trying to understand each other's thoughts and emotions without understanding one's own sexual energy will limit one's perception and prevent one from evolving. The people who choose to involve themselves in such conversations as to find clarity may not be aware that they are feeding their ego and not actually healing oneself. You feel me? Because our lives are a reflection of us. The partner that we attract is no different. Blaming the opposite sex for the person that you attract is delusional, because in doing so, you refuse to accept what you are at the root and the energy that attracted the person in the first place. A whole generation that lives through their lower selves and refuses to accept the energy that they themselves attract. If one's perception of reality never exceeds the realm of physicality, how would one expect to understand one's own sexual energy, the energy that everything stems from that creates our life? So is debating and arguing about the differences between sexes productive in the scheme of one's evolution? Or is it more people just feeding their ego who are unaware of the actual cause, or people who choose to ignore it in order to not have to face the harsh truth that we are what we attract? So when one chooses to have a relationship with someone whose energy they seemingly don't match, at the time of the choice, something about these energies were similar that attracted each other. Otherwise, the differences would have been too obvious. And the greatest similarities that bring people together is sexual energy, the energy that most people have yet to understand. It is the most powerful energy in relationships and the most overlooked. So when we meet someone that we attract, they are a reflection of an aspect of ourselves. So we can choose to understand this part of ourselves and the reason for this energy presenting itself at the time. What are words in an argument if not a manifestation of one's intentions? What are one's intentions if not a manifestation of one's desires? What are one's desires if not a manifestation of one's sexual energy? So if we're going to get down to the problem, let's get down to the roots and stop arguing about our differences and take accountability for the energy that we are and the people that we attract.